Hello and welcome to another S Hustle Bakes video. In this one we'll be looking at strawberry cinnamon rolls. So if you recall from the last video where I went through how to make standard cinnamon rolls where we've got butter and cinnamon sugar, so the difference here, as you can see, is instead of butter I was spreading strawberry jam. And this, I'd never done it before, but once I've done it and tasted it, they were amazing, and it gave it an extra edge in terms of softness. So once you've done this, spread all your jam across. The next thing you want to do is ensure that you are still leaving that 1-inch seam at the top, or whichever side you decide to be the edge, and that allows you to easily seal once you've rolled it. And I still sprinkled a bit of cinnamon sugar on these because I wanted to ensure I maintain that taste of cinnamon. Following that, I chopped up some strawberries, and because I wanted to have the fresh taste of strawberries when they've been cooked through the baking cycle, and this added a little bit more flavor to it. So I chopped up the strawberries, popped them all across, and one thing you need to ensure if you are doing this version is that when you are rolling, you be careful and gentle, because the strawberries can easily split the dough, and that can then create uneven cinnamon rolls, or it doesn't look nice or come out the way you want it to. So once you've done that, as always, you gently start rolling from the bottom and making sure you're doing it gently, tight, but at the same time being careful not to split your dough. And you roll continuously until you get to the top, and then taking advantage of that edge you left without any filling or any spread, that makes it easier for you to seal it. So in this situation, I was working with cold dough compared to when I did the original cinnamon rolls one, so it was easy for me to handle it and seal it, so I didn't need to use that much flour on my surface or on my dough. And once I was happy with the log, then the next thing I simply did was to cut off the edge. So as you probably would have noticed, that this was not a perfect rectangle or square similar to the last video. That wasn't the problem, because I did achieve roughly that shape. Once I did that, then at the edge, once I've rolled it, I just cut off probably the first half centimeter, just so that I can make sure I have the perfect swell at the bottom, and then continue with that. And then I made a few random markings along the log to make sure that I can be able to have an idea of how many I'm making out of it, and I'm getting the number I need. In this case it was 9. Once I did that, I started cutting across. So this is using string, and as mentioned in the previous video, you can also use floss. If you don't have either of those two, then you can always use a knife, but the danger is that if you don't use string or floss, you don't get the perfect swirl, and it will be smudged, so you might not enjoy the look of it. But that's not a problem, the taste will still be there. And once I finish cutting, I'll be lifting one of these so that I can show you exactly what this swirl looks like close up. And the next part was to take a lined tin. So I used 9 inch by 9 inch, and with parchment paper. You can also use butter, spray, or oil. The main difference is that the texture of the crust will be different. It's not significant enough for it to change what your end results are. And that probably was it. And once you've done that, you want them to rest for about half an hour to an hour, so that they rise. So the next picture after I finish plating these, you will see, is showing you how they look just before they started rising, and then one that followed that will be after they've risen and ready to go in the oven. So to bake these, it took me about 25 minutes at roughly 165 degrees Celsius. I don't know what the conversion will be in Fahrenheit, but I'm sure you'll be able to Google that and find out. And this is probably the next one, showing you how they look when they come out. So to top them, I put the normal cinnamon roll cream together with strawberry sauce, and that was just to emphasize on the strawberryness of the when you actually bite in. So Fatima was very, very instrumental in helping us split them and show you exactly what they look like on the inside. And this is a close-up when she was breaking it apart to show you those strawberry chunks and I would definitely say the taste was amazing. So we had ours with a cup of tea. I don't know what you prefer for yours, but that's about it. So thank you for watching, and before you go, I would just like to say please visit Smudge Foods on Instagram, and they're a private dining firm or chef, and they'll be able to show you amazing, experience if you're having a wonderful event that you want to probably have a different catering experience. They come to your house, or so Chef Samson has done amazing work, as you can see from the pictures here. So do visit them, give them a follow. Thank you once again. Until next time, bye.